Greetings and salutations yet again, Earthlings. I'm hoping that this will be a good place to video from. And I'm going to see if I can't find a good location for this one so that I can video. Greetings, salutations yet again, Earthlings. It is June 1st, 2025, and I'm going to attempt to video from let's see, maybe will that be a good location? Let's see. I hope is always a wonderful thing, y'all. Absolutely wonderful. And that is something, my hope and my faith and my little fairy-like wonder and my sense of humor definitely gets through a lot, y'all. And my interesting weirdo way of looking at things and perceptions and points of view. If no one else finds it fascinating and interesting, the way that I can write in Death Raven energies and try to see the negative and positive polarities and try to figure out how to best utilize the energies or to diffuse or find the anti-venom, if you will. Kind of like, maybe that's why they have like the Pisces, and the opposite spectrum of Pisces is Virgo. And honestly, I was pretty blessed with the Virgos, so I really am kind of confused about negative things about a Virgo, but I'm assuming it would be kind of like the negative energies of like Capricorn, or the negative energies of Scorpions is kind of a correlation of how those energies kind of feel. So, in trying to figure out the best way to take it in, and the whole thing about people having antibiotics is it's like taking a little bit in, and then your body adapt, adjust, and overcome, and create new ways of circumventing any of those kind of ups introduced. So much like a computer does with the viruses and people trying to do all of that, and trying to keep viruses out and things like that, that's not healthy or conducive to growing and expansion in the healthiest of ways. And so what are you allowing to plant seeds within you? Well, if you're taking in other people's deflections and projections, then you're taking on their field that's not yours. If you are in your peace when you come into someone's presence, and suddenly all of a sudden your spidey senses kick in and your fear or a panic attack or whatever, you know in that moment, okay, go reflect back before whatever is happening. Reflect back to what was taking place before that, to try to understand and process. Okay, I was happy and this was going on before that happened. So observe it. Try to understand, okay, what is being gained by whoever introducing that? How is that hitting my body? So one of the things that I am seeing now is the hypochondriac mindset. That's another part of healing that we have to, and the fact that there's doctors out there taking advantage of those hypochondriacs and pushing them prescriptions and not paying attention. My mom's been hospitalized because they keep prescribing her stuff that interacts with the other stuff and aggravating her ulcers. Keep doing it. But the thing is, she keeps going back to the same people that keep doing it. So, hey, I love her. And I am not saying that she's a hypochondriac. I don't know that. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just saying that the correlations of these things that other people are taking advantage of and planting the seeds instead of knowing for certain exactly what they are prescribing something for. Because a lot of times, like with like chest bronchitis and things like that, and also with COPD and all that, they need to be testing for fungi. And instead, because if there's an infection if it's a fungal infection in the lungs, it's treated different than, say, bronchitis or whatever. So you have to absolutely know what you're treating, and if you don't, because they mask different things. So anyway, interesting correlations of why my brain is going to, the correlations between the positive and negative polarities of the different zodiac signs, and how to healthily not allow the uck to plant seeds within us while we acknowledge and find solutions and resolutions, rather than I'm being open-minded and I want to learn, absolutely. I want to expand and grow in all the most healthiest ways, the most beautiful reflection of you in the most creative ways. But I sure don't want to perpetuate guilt or fuck, and I am not trying to make anybody else unhealthy or sick for my benefit. Woo, Lord have mercy. Why are they being negative? How do they benefit from being ugly? Or yucky? Hello. What is this? Hello. Like Karen on Will and Smith. What is this? What is that? It's not a good look on you. Anyway. Well, I am trying very hard. But also, how do you, knowing you're knower of knowing something. Okay, right. Alright. Me being single. Look, I know in my knower of knowing, I am not meant to be alone. I'm just not. Hello. I ain't perfect, but by golly, I'm amazing. And I'm kooky, and I'm fun, and I'm genuine and kind. So, and it's not desperation trying to have that partner come in. It's not. It is more of, I know in my knower of knowing what I know. And to manifest in healthy ways that future and try to get past that stumbling block of seeing that future with them when they've got free will. And I am not trying to coerce or force. I am trying to attract. But I know in my knower of knowing that I have a husband that I'm going to come into union with. But the thing about it is, in order to healthily get that manifested and try to see that when they have free will and they got to want to show up and physically show up and make efforts on the daily to build with me and participate in a healthy reciprocal relationship, then that will require future goals that we dream together. I don't want to create in my mind this magical life that they may not want to participate in. And I want us to be able to grow together in such a way. I have future goals and things that I will be happy to pursue if he's doing something I'm not interested in. And maybe one of my grandkids or something wants to go, hey, let's me and you go on that adventure while they do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give myself those kind of future goals. That could be just anybody. Would I prefer to have a husband to do it with? Absolutely. But I am seeking platonic friendships and love and kindnesses of all sorts. Helping interactions with others in the most healing of ways. I'm ready to truly be able to get out in a well-balanced way, and I know that this has been a healing time. I know that this has been a healing time, without a doubt. And, what was I talking about? The whole let them. You have to let them be who they are, and you have to be able to observe it. Because it's like, okay, I'm in my peace. Y'all ain't wobbling me. And the whole thing about the teeth being our skeletal system. And the whole point I made earlier about if you are trying to pour out a cup spiritually without getting back, then that is like a vampiric exchange. They're taking from you without giving to you. Okay, and if they keep doing that and you keep allowing it, then your body is going to manifest in a physical sickness. A physical sickness. And it is kind of like if your body is starving, what does it do? Well, it'll eat the fat cells. And do you know how your body disposes of the fat cells? It really doesn't dispose the fat cells through the waste system. You'd think we'd shoo our fat cells out. We breathe them out. We're breathing out the fat cells. There's a reason I'm thinking of that, I'm not sure why, but it's in the exchange. It's the exchange. Pound of flesh. Pound of flesh. Okay. The fact that we are supposed to ground with them. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. How you walk a line. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Get it? Stay balanced. And the dogs, I mean, you teach a dog as a friend, you teach him to heel. You don't want them running off and getting hurt, so you teach them to heel. When you say to, because hello, we're staying grounded, we're staying calm, and we're going to stand beside each other and be chill. We're going to heal each other. Heal. That's why. And that, I think, is why Pisces are considered the feet of the zodiac. Because if we're in the water, what are we doing with our feet? We're doing a Pisces thing usually. We're swimming. Oh, my little flipper flappers. Yo, my little duck feet. Seriously, my daddy, who was a Cancer, as I said, June is his birth month, so love my daddy, y'all. But he had me, before I even think I was crawling, even, he had me swimming. Seriously, duck to the water, just like my daughter. But the thing about it is, my daughter, she's always a little too overconfident. So is my son. Woo! They just Can't tell him. I already know how to do it all. Okay. Okay. I'm not trying to knock you or nothing, but you might want to listen to some instructions on how to really. Anyway. Oh, my brilliant, brilliant baby. I am so tickled. Okay. Alright, so that's today's food. I'm sure I'll be circled back to all this for a reason. Not exactly certain why. I am happy and enjoying every moment. Truly. Every blessed day above and beyond. Above and beyond 2013. That was when I died. But the weird stuff started happening in 2012. Yeah, I was being prepared for that big time. All part of the greater plan. Absolute freaky deaky weirdness. Love healing. It absolutely is all part of God's bigger plan. And I know that I am who I am for a reason. I am Sergeant Major's daughter for a reason. Anyway, I hope y'all are loving you and being kind. Starting with yourselves. Always starts with you.